Hi everybody, my name's Matt Elliott. I'm here at Guarantee RV Supercenters in Junction City, Oregon. Today I want to show you a great trailer. This is a Jayco Rocky Mountain Edition 264 bunkhouse. Now, a lot of things about the trailers you see today is they're getting bigger and bigger and lots of beds. Everybody wants lots of bunk beds. We got a lot of big families out there now. The problem is they get slide outs and they get big and then they get long and they get heavy and they get expensive. That's not this rig. This rig is a fantastic rig for the money. It's very lightweight and easy to pull, and it'll just go all over the place, and it's just under 30 feet total length. So it's easy to get in at your place and also to go camping. Let's take a look inside and I'll show you all about it. Follow me. Okay, so the thing about this trailer is this is kind of a traditional camping trailer. It's great for a family because it's got bunk beds in the back. But instead of being the little twin bunks where you could just put a skinny little kid in there, this has two bunks. We call them double doubles. And you can put a whole bunch of kids up here. They have really nice mattresses. They're covered in teddy bear hair, believe it or not. They're quite cozy and they've got their own windows and lights. And the thing that I like about this too is when people aren't sleeping in here, it's a great place to put stuff. So even if you don't have kids or a bunch of extra people, you can put your gear in here, your tubby's full of stuff that you need. It's a great way to use your trailer for storage. The bathroom is right back here, and you can see that it's got a bathtub, not just a step in, and it's got a skylight so a tall guy can get in there just fine. And it does exactly what it needs. Now, if you're trying to save space, you don't want to waste a bunch of space on a great big bathroom. You want it to be concise, and that's what this does. And usually when you have a bunkhouse trailer, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of space somewhere to make room for the beds. Why not make it be the bathroom? You're never in there anyway, just a little bit, right? There's a sink. There's a nice medicine cabinet. This bathroom area here also has a 110 outlet so you can plug in your shaver or whatever you need to do. Now let's take a look here. As we step up, we're going to come into the galley in the main living area. The first thing I want to point out here, and this is really important, Jayco has a big refrigerator. This is a Norcold 8 cubic foot fridge. Most of your more affordable trailers, your smaller, lighter trailers, have 5 or 6 foot cubic fridges, don't hold as much stuff. Well, if you have a lot of people, you're going to want a lot of food. Another thing I really like about this is they have a very large freezer with a deep basin, so you don't have to worry about stuff coming out at you when you open the door. You can really put a lot of stuff up there. Also, we've got a dinette booth, and the dinette booth is a great way to go because you can make this all into a bed by setting the table down with the cushions across, and you could sleep people here. Also, there's storage underneath these seats, so there's a lot of versatility having this table. The galley is a really simple galley, but it's got all the right things. It has a nice deep double sink. And you want a double sink so you can wash and rinse. A lot of entry-level trailers just have kind of a single sink opening and it doesn't let you do that. It's got a microwave, a 3-burner stove, and it's got an oven. Now, if you're looking at trailers today, you're going to notice a lot of trailers don't have ovens anymore. Personally, I really like to bake. I bake a lot of biscuits or fish. I love to bake some salmon when I catch a salmon, throw a nice fresh fillet in there. That's a good way to go. There's some storage up here, and you can't see it where you're at, but these cabinets are screwed together. When you reach behind here and feel on most trailers, you're going to find there's staples back there, and they use staples when they're not using lumber. If there's particle board, it makes it, particle board makes it so you can't really screw them together, but when they're screwed together, it means you've got actual lumber in the cabinets. Got some nice drawers down here, you can see, so you got some places to put things. Big storage there, a place for your garbage can. How about that? Now over here, we've got a sofa, and this is a folding sofa. It'll drop right down and make an extra bed. And there's also a good deal of storage under there. So there's even more. Now up here is a feature that's quite unusual for a bunkhouse trailer like this to have a full-size queen bed. Most trailers have a short queen. Taller guys really don't like their toes hanging off the end of the mattress. This is a 60 by 80 queen bed, and they do really have a nice pillow top mattress. And there's a gob of storage. Look at all that storage under there. That is actually accessible all the way from the inside and across the front. So there's a ton of ways to access your space. There's hanging storage, there's a shelf, and there's a TV hookup over here if you want to have a TV set. And I want to mention, as you look at this trailer, it has all LED lighting. LED lights are great because they give off a lot of light. They use very, very little battery power, so when you're dry camping, that's a great thing to have. And also, if you look up here, you can see these little ducts in the ceiling. This is a ducted air conditioning system. That means it distributes the air evenly throughout the whole trailer. Last thing I want to show you in here is right over here. Got a nice bank of cabinets, again, for storage, right? And then over here, we have a home theater system. And this is a dynamite setup because it has the ability to take a Bluetooth signal from your phone if you want to stream your music. It can take an HDMI cable if you want to plug in a video game. It's got a USB slot. It's got an auxiliary slot. It'll play movies, DVDs, CDs. So it'll do all the media things. TV set mounts right up here. So that's kind of a quick overview of the inside. Let's take a quick look around the outside and I'll show you what's great about that. Follow me. Okay, now the first thing I want to point out on this trailer on the outside, this yellow sticker here tells us this is under 5,000 pounds. That means that almost any half-ton truck will pull this trailer very, very well. That's nice. A lot of trailers now are getting too heavy. This one's a great one to pull. I also want to mention that this is a sheet metal sided trailer. Fiberglass is nice, it's pretty. A lot of rigs out there have fiberglass siding, but the sheet metal is great because it never weathers. The sun will not damage it. You don't have to worry about the sidewalls coming apart or delaminating because it's not laminated. This is built the way a house is built. It's got 16 on center wood frame construction, and this sheet metal is very, very durable. So, and it's also easy to repair, and that's another thing that is difficult to do when you have a fiberglass sided trailer. So a lot of people opt for these for reliability and for low cost. You have access to that big storage area underneath. You can see in there, clear across, you could probably park a Volkswagen in there. All right, as we look down this side, you can see we have a power awning. You just push a button and out it goes. And if you look up, you'll see that there's speakers in the awning. I like that a lot because that means I don't have as many holes in my sidewall. And if I ever have speakers fail, I can just replace that part right there. We have dark tinted glass that keeps it cooler inside and reduces sun damage to the upholstery inside there. Now I want to show you something else here. This one is the Rocky Mountain Edition. So it's got big oversized heavy duty tires. It's got the black Mojocks, great looking wheels. It's a much better looking rig than most entry level trailers. They call this the Baja Edition. So the Baja Edition, you get bigger tires, more ground clearance. That's really nice. You get some storage right there. This goes back up under that big set of bunk beds. So you do have a lot of access to storage areas. Let's walk around here. One thing you often don't see on trailers today is a ladder. The reason that you don't see ladders is quite often because there's a roof that they don't want you to go up there. It's not a walkable roof. This, on the other hand, is a fully walkable roof. It's a Magnum truss roof. They're very, very strong, and they're made with 3/8 tongue and groove plywood with a one-piece rubber membrane to keep all the water off them. They've got great shape, so they have good water runoff. And so you can go up this ladder and remove debris from the top of your trailer. You can check your seals and maintain your seals. That's another important part of owning a trailer. That's great. Right here we also have a barbecue connector, so I can put barbecue out here right off my propane system. Now if we walk out here, a couple of things I want to mention here. This is a sewer flush. When I get done with my holding tanks and my wastewater tanks, I can hook a hose here and I can double flush that black tank out and make sure to get all the residual out of there. And there's nothing hanging up on my little sensors to mess up my monitor panel. That's great. We have both cable TV and satellite right through this coax. So I can use a portable satellite system. There's an outside shower. The last thing I want to show you, this is just a really small detail, is way up high there. You can see the gutters. This has gutter spouts that shoot the water away from your trailer, so you don't have water running down the sides and leaving black streaks down the side of your trailer when it rains. I like that. It's just a small detail, but I like it. Now, Jayco's a company that's been around for over 50 years, and they have a huge legacy. They're well known for building reliable trailers that are a good value. I really recommend the Jayco, and Jayco is the only company that has a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Most companies cover their product for 1 year only, so this is 2 years, including all the appliances and everything in there. I really like this Jayco, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions at all, just give me a call. My name's Matt Elliott. My number is 541-954-8495. You have a great day.